fucked up, torn up box when I paid good money for these. I'm definitely complaining about that. So I got 2 pairs of Mink Effects lashes, and they are in the the actual name of them is called Ravishing. Okay, they're from Dollar General. Don't knock it till you try it. They are how much? I think $7 or so. I don't really know, but basically, they did not even come with adhesive, and I can't believe that the box looks like this. That's pretty ratchet. So these are the lashes. And this is like some lash glue I got. Clear. It's supposed to be clear. What's up? How is everybody? I don't really like to do live videos because, and I actually thought I was like the only one who goes through this, but like your friends, like my mom, I had to block her on some stuff because like it takes away from the video, because other people that are like watching you, sometimes they don't want to see your conversations with like your friends or your family, which I don't know. If it's like my mom, I don't really care, but you get the drift. I just added a $50 option for Patreon because so many people were telling me like, oh, they wanted like pole dancing, or they wanted me to use toys, or all these requests, and nobody was buying anything off of my wish list. So I'm like, that's like literally telling me, can I watch your kid, or can I watch your pet for you? And you don't give me no food to feed your kid or your pet. It's like, oh, so basically what you're asking me is to fund shit for you. It's just annoying. It's like I don't have money to like waste to make content if the content isn't bringing me money. So for the men that are like requesting this shit, you have to pay for whatever it is, or you have to up your pledges. You can't give me $35 in a 30-day period and think that I'm gonna go out of my way to buy all the makeup, all the costumes, all the toys, all the props, like the stripper pole. If everybody gave me $5 to $10 tip when they were coming into my site, then we wouldn't have problems. You guys can't keep requesting things and you're not putting any money into the pot. Like, this stuff costs money. All the makeup costs money. The clothes cost money. The machines that, I'm not gonna say too much because this is not an X or R rated video. This is just a basic makeup video. But what I'm trying to get at is for you men that keep, telling me, oh, I need to do this and I should do that. It's like, are you gonna pay for it? That's like telling a girl, get her body done. She would look better with a bigger ass or bigger boobs, and you don't have 10 racks to give her. It's like, why even open your mouth, bro?
Warren grew up in a highly connected world of major drug distribution. Why would, when he's surrendering, pull a gun out and infuriate a deadly man like Roger Rogers?
The killing in broad daylight was reported in the tabloids as high noon, with Rogerson painted as a hero. But Sutherland's interview with 60 Minutes was about to change that story.
think a lot of people who are online a lot, like frequently, I'm not talking about like someone like me who's on here creating content because they're actually doing their best to work. There are so many men and women who work from home, whether they answer phones, whether they're writers, regardless of whatever it is that they do. Majority of men and women who work from home, whether it's a content creating site, a single mom who has to like watch her child and can't afford childcare, a person with very bad health, whatever a person is at home due to, it's not, well, if it was my life, it wouldn't be because someone, like for me, I didn't want to work. Like, I think majority of people want to earn their keep, and even if they do receive a very small lump sum of, I'm not on disability, so I don't know how much a disabled person gets, but I've asked two people who are disabled like how they survive and how much it is, and even somebody I know who's retired who gets like a pension. New Jersey rent and stuff is like $2,000, $3,000. Most bills are about, I'll say 3K in New Jersey for your rent before food or anything, just your light bill and stuff. So even if you're working two jobs or one very good job or whatever the fuck you do, you still want to try and make money from home. So I find it to be incredibly weird when people are online watching me or like interacting with me and they don't understand that this is a business. Like, I'm not on here exploiting myself, showing my body, you know, going on here vlogging daily just for fun. If you go on here for fun, that's fine. I'm glad I can make you smile. I'm glad I could spread some joy. But I'm not gonna go out of my way to interact with anybody for free. Like, I'll say what's up to you here and there or whatever, but I'm not gonna sit here and chit chat with you for 20 minutes, a half hour, an hour, and you're not actually talking about like something that could potentially earn us income. I'm here to win it. I'm here for money. I'm not here for pleasure. I'm here for this monetization and for these watch hours. If you're not, that's fine. I don't wish you nothing but the best. And like, I feel in the state of New Jersey or New York or like anywhere on the east side where I'm from, like, you feel me? We need to normalize growing fucking a pair. Because I'm so fucking tired of men and women acting like people like me with attitudes are hard to get along with when every single person should be hard to get along with. It's like you should have a fucking attitude. I'm not saying like be intolerant to like spiritual principles or people's like beliefs or political stuff, like religion, politics, all that. Yeah, I could see drama being started by people who um you know, feel indifferent or intolerant towards other people's spiritual principles or religion or political beliefs. But when we're talking about makeup, when we're talking about panties, when we're talking about nail polish, lingerie, like anything that has to do with beauty or health, these are not facts, you know? It's meant for like fun and it's meant to generate income. I don't think any young lady who has a YouTube channel, whether they draw or do makeup or like show their cooking, because there's so many options when it comes to content creating. I don't think any young ladies are making money unless they're sexualizing themselves. No matter how pretty or ugly they are, fat or skinny, regardless of looks. We're not even talking about pretty privilege or looks right now. We're just talking about basic content creating and subjects that we can use to generate videos. The ideas are so broad, literally, anybody with half of a brain can do it. It doesn't matter if you're short, tall, white, black, rich, poor, old, young. If you're an interesting person and you have an iPhone or a smartphone, you're good. Like, it should not be that difficult for people to grasp. Like, I had a man today, okay? Let's give you an example. This man never talked to me a day in his life, never introduced himself to me. He uses a very hood name online, like Sleazy. It's Sleazy something. Sleazy Red. So he's basically openly admitting gang affiliation and calling himself Sleazy from the rip. So it's like, okay, you come onto my page, never met me before, never spoken to me, complete stranger, we didn't grow up together, we didn't go to high school together, and you're like, hey, that picture that's on Facebook, can I have the unedited version? Now, me being me, I don't have Facebook Messenger, but I can see a blip of like the conversation because I have my thing set up like that. So like if it's about this money, right, I'm a reply. So I see it and I download Messenger just to delete it. And I'm like, hey, what's good? You want to buy the unedited picture? You don't have to purchase the picture. You can just sub to my Patreon. It's a lot cheaper. $30 for 30 days. And I just added a $50 tier because I'm going to be doing like pole work, yoga, Pilates, videos instead of still shots. You know, like I'm really off my modeling now. It's somewhat lucrative. It's getting better and better. Since February, I've done increasingly better every single month. So it never died down and it never got like shitty for me. And so I'm like, oh, all right, I could really see myself doing this as a profession. They made me fill out a W-2 and an I-9. So I have to pay taxes on any money that I'm making from content creating. So it's basically like I have a job, right? So I send him all the information. Sleazy. And Sleazy's like, oh, I don't mind supporting anybody. I love supporting people, this, that, and the third, but I only have cash. Sir, it is 2022. Nobody only has cash, okay? You're either broke or you're not. Nobody has cash. I've been broke. I was just broke last week. I didn't even have $2 to buy myself a coffee. It happens. Moral of the story is, if I watch something, right, whether it's a person, whether it's a video game, whether it's a TV, whether it's a motherfucking video game system, whether it's a t-shirt, whether it's an Amazon package, and I look at something, right? And I'm like, that's it. I want to buy that. In my head, I'm going to remember that specific thing and be like, all right, I want it. Someone else might buy it. You feel me? Let me check the reviews on it. It's the same thing with men and women and virtually getting to know a female. If you see a female that you potentially want, you find her to be good looking, you feel me? Shit like that. And you are gonna say, you know what? She's cute. She has a nice body shape. She looks like she takes good care of herself, but I don't know. I don't really have the $30 to talk to her. Because now with technology and now with digital currency, the excuses are null and void. It's like, now that I'm officially like a woman, you know, in my 30s and everything, time is money. So, like, for example, there was this guy who really liked me, right? And I was 16. He used to give me $200 and tell my aunt, who was my guardian, I was babysitting. Now, you might not agree with this, but he knew at his age that in order to hang out with me, and I knew at my age, that it was time. You know, like, I couldn't be outside of my house telling my aunt, oh, hey, I have the after school job type shit, and then show up home without enough money to buy myself hairspray. Or I can't afford sneakers, or I can't afford a new bra from Victoria's Secret, but I'm hanging out with this man. So I need all men who are using these apps, because I don't use these apps to look for husbands. I don't use these apps to creep on people or to quote unquote get to know people. But if I was out there as a single male, because some of you are not single, let's just say that as well. Some of you are married, some of you are in relationships, and you're seeking attention from me. If I was in a relationship, I would not be entertaining men. Okay? Entertaining does not mean having sex with. For those of you who are just completely not understanding. So for me, I'm the female. The female is the prize in the relationship. The men are the one that are supposed to be making the first move. The men are the ones who are the provider. Yes, a female should be able to carry her own weight. But the cost just to be a female, like having a period, having hair, having nails, I don't see you men having to take care of your nails every day or so, every other day. I don't see you using 8 razors a month to shave your arms, your legs, your armpits, your vagina. Like, you know, hair removal, nail maintenance, hair maintenance, periods, and just flat out eating correctly, drinking water. These are all expenses. So you want a beautiful female to have nice hair, nice nails, new makeup like I just had to buy this morning, pretty lashes. You want the girl to have the whole package, but you don't want to contribute to it. It's the same thing with these photos and these videos. I don't want STDs. I don't want to be having sex with all kinds of men to make money, because I'm not a prostitute, and also that shit is hella illegal. Like, y'all be wanting to do the other side of it where you're paying the money to fuck on a bitch, but like, you don't know if she gets tested. You know, so with the internet, I find that, you know, it doesn't have to be tricking. It doesn't have to be looking for relationships or anything like that. However, if that's what you're into, why not do it safely? Why not get to know a male or female um, who is taking proper care of herself, her body, her mind, exercising, you know, doing her hair, doing her makeup, doing her nails, drinking water, minding her motherfucking business, right? Then a bitch who's out here running the motherfucking streets, fucking on every Tom, Dick, and Harry. But you don't hear me though. That's what I don't understand. You want to put these low-level prostitutes on a motherfucking pedestal to be, you know, queens and all this extra shit, putting them on shows like Soft White Underbelly, you know, glorifying prostitution. But modeling or acting or makeup or rapping, it's like I get nailed to a fucking cross. I'm going to be very famous. Just so you guys know, you could call it what you want to call it, clap chasing, me, just like being, overly sexualizing myself, or you could call it what you want to call it, but at the end of the day, me and my family need money. I need to eat, okay? And it's not fair that I don't even have or own or operate my own motor vehicle, okay? And I'm struggling going from rental to rental, hotel to hotel, hotel to rental, as an American woman who has been paying taxes for 2 decades. I'm sorry, but if you want to be a rapper or a content creator and you look like motherfucking Brit Barbie, right? Get in line, bitch, because I was motherfucking here first. Me. I'm way too focused, way too cute, way too fucking confident, way too funny, way too put together to not be noticed. This is my fucking world. And I'll prove it to a motherfucker. I have nothing to hide. I have nothing to lie about. And I have everything to lose. So, yeah. My channel, my world, my life, my confidence, my superiority. And yes, do you know who the fuck I think I am? Fuck it.